Retail carnage in Shrewsbury 2022. Is it a fact? Find out here. Hi, welcome back to Third Rate Content. Today, this video is quite popular demand from the viewers, and I think it's going to be interesting myself. We're going to retrace our steps that we took on the Retail Carnage in Shrewsbury video from last year, and we're just going to see if there's any change and what developments, improvements or not improvements we find. So I'll see you out here. Buckle up. Walking over English Bridge, just made our way over. That's new. I think the sex shop was here. Now it's being refurbished. Good start early on. Perrine, Balti. It's been empty about 20 years. Still looking a bit sorry. And there, Thornton and Son, still empty. Same story as last time. Down Pride Health, Slopian Sports, exactly the same as last year. Nothing's changed there. Like I said, the chap owns the building. I'm sure it will sell though, just when the right price that he's after is achieved. The cafe had just opened when we were here last time. A la Crew. It's all pretty much the same. And the rower shops here, pretty much the same. Living there for a while. That one was shot on the last video. Just shot when we filmed that. New frontage on Cookie Meads. That wasn't there last time. Yeah, all these were here before. Cross over carefully, and yeah, that's new. From the last video, that was the closed ladies' shoe boutique. Bombos. This is currently shut though. Middle of the day on a Thursday, so you'd hope it would be open. And then you got this one, which that's open since the last video, so that's nice to see. This one's still empty. Wait for a tenant. Came down here. This was empty. Nice to see. It's occupied now. Of course, Seasons, that was here before. We're on High Street. We just come around the corner there in the middle right. Yeah, these shops are all long-standing. No change in the last 12 months. The shoe shop, it was all the stock had been removed last year when we were here. Now, good to see it's fully stocked and reopened, so they were just on a hiatus. Empty unit there. Not too sure what was here before. It could have been a charity shop. And Beefy Boys, this is on the site of the former Zizzy. Apparently it's very good. Yeah, these were all empty when we were here last time, I think. House of Fraser, known locally as well as Rackham's. Fine building, but there'd been House of Fraser, Rackham's there for well over 100 years, so it was a big loss to the town centre of Shrewsbury when it did close, I think in 2019. Princess House, the part underneath it, underneath the windows above the actual retail space, which has got the bank, is parking. And here at Costa, this absolutely exquisitely carved Tudor building, and it's actually in the true colour that they would have been. The black and white, iconic black and white look is actually was done later at the Tudor period, and they were usually left sort of this natural looking colour. Of course, today's video isn't a deep dive into the buildings. It would be here for hours if we went into them more. We're just having a quick look, and really we're focused on the retail aspect. Former firehouse. It says Shrewsbury in North Wales. If you look on the carving on the facade. Halifax, and this is Ask Italian. That's been there for quite a while, but just next to it was the site of the former Edinburgh Wool Mill, which had just closed on the Retail Carnage 2021 video. That's ancient. It's quite a nice building inside though. When it gets whoever takes it's like you walk in the way Edinburgh Wool Mill had it, and it was like a sort of wraparound gallery sort of thing. Very nice. Yeah, Starbucks, Jojo, Mama, Bebe, easy for you to say. They've been there for a while. There's the Army Recruitment Centre, that's been there for ages, and Coat Brasserie's been there for at least 5 years now, I think. And the Job Centre, been there ages. And that was just getting ready for opening in last year's video. Former site of Carluccio's, Shrewsbury Musical. This was a pretty nice, well, high-end hairdressers. I think it had shot on last year's video. Feel free to correct me in the comments. And again, this was all boarded up in 2020, the first lockdown. It was locked fine. It's been unboarded now, but I'm not sure. I don't think it I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not open. I'm fairly sure it's not open. That was the site of the former Games Workshop, shut now. I feel that this coffee shop bar has changed hands since 2020, but the Games Workshop's shut. But we got this sort of independent Warhammer shop now, which has kind of, I suppose, filled that gap in the miniatures market. This cafe's changed hands in the last 18 months. I'm not actually sure we showed down here in last year's video, but there's a few areas that I thought we'd cover. Yeah, that's the site of the former Royal Bank of Scotland, now a soon to be open coffee shop, and it's also a site we've showed prominently on the Christmas Carol videos. Just in the square, we're making our way back up to the high street. I think all these have been here for a while. I'm back onto High Street now. The corner on the right hand side, the corner unit, quite big one, was a travel agent. It's shut during the lockdown with all the troubles with the travel industry, and now it's reopened as a jewellery shop, I think. Well, yeah, it is a jewellery shop. Making our way around to Shoplatch, Mardol Head. Never quite sure which it is, Mardol Head or Shoplatch. Both are listed. Like the NatWest Bank is actually listed as Mardol Head as its address, but this is Shoplatch. I'm sure this area is Shoplatch, perhaps just NatWest and Hole in the Wall, possibly Mardol Head addresses. Yeah, we definitely didn't show this area, Claremont Street, on the 2021 video. But Town Fryer, that's been shut for a while, was a fish and chip shop. Probably been shut for 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and now it looks like it's being refurbed, and a new business is going to be in there, or a relocating business. Yeah, Majors, that's been in the town for a long time, over 100 years or longer. Wimpy, that's been there like 5 years now. Of course, this is the Market Hall building, 1960s development. There was a very fine Victorian Market Hall on this site before it, and an even nicer medieval one before that. Bistro Jacques, popular French restaurant, but that's shut now. I think that's since 2021, but again, we didn't feature Mardol on that video. I thought we'd have a walk down there, might as well add it. A couple of charity shops have shut down on Mardol. Not 100% sure what was here before, but we've always got the reference now from this video in 2022. Yeah, just coming up where David is the site of the former Elephant and Castle pub. Very well known, slightly notorious pub. A bit before my time, but quite legendary. Playboy Cafe, that's been there for quite a number of years. And look at this fine, again, Tudor looking timber frame building. Bar in there, that's been there for a while now. It's looking down Mardol. Yeah, I'm not sure what this number 61 is. That's Stokes' vacuum cleaner repair shop, has been there ages, probably long before the Christmas Carol filming in 1984. Good to see an authentic Italian restaurant coming soon in this unit. Yeah, the gin coffee bar has been there for quite a while. Star Barbers. That's been, I've actually used that place a few times. It's pretty good. Been for a couple of years though. But I have been getting my hair cut elsewhere. Yeah, this Paws Cafe. I always wonder, is this one of those cafes where there's all cats walking around inside? I've seen those in Europe, in other cities, and I haven't actually seen any cats walking around in there, so need to confirm this one way or the other. New bar here, Nerdy. Haven't been out myself for a while, so I'm not really in keeping with the nightlife of Shrewsbury. More fine timber frame buildings. Just looking up Mardol, King's Head on the left. Keep saying it, we will do a more extensive video. We will go inside and have a look at the medieval paintings that were uncovered in the last 20 or 30 years. Well, not quite a story, but it'd be nice to see the other areas, because I'm sure there's a few ghost stories in there. Making our way up Pride Hill now. Hotter. They were shot in the last video. Pretty well known British brand of orthopaedic footwear though. And this is a new one, the Polo Lounge. Looks very trendy. And that's the site of the former Greg's shop. Way up, Pride Hill. That Tudor, that timber frame building we just walked past there, we're looking at now. That's where Thornton, the chocolatiers were. They were there for years. A couple of phone pop-up shops. I think there was ones there all very much like it there in the 2021 video. I'd say overall, Pride Hill, I'd say is looking a bit better. I'd say so far, Shrewsbury's looking a bit better. It's looking at, you know, things hopefully we're getting to a more, and this is a big one though. I said Greggs would shut down Pride Hill, but it's only opened at a fairly massive Greggs here on the corner of the former Little Waitrose. You can actually sit upstairs and eat as well, so it's got to be it's a big Greggs. I'm just here on the corner of Castle Street and St Mary Street. Yeah, and we're just going to have a bit of a walk up St Mary Street and see what's going on up there. See, there's the side of the Greggs. You could probably see a couple of hundred in there. Yeah, just a bit of confirmation on the Shrewsbury Ghost Town video we did. We did feature this building, the exterior of it. Yeah, this is a fairly recently opened business, another barber. There's quite a lot of barbers in Shrewsbury now. It's been there a little while. Other than Lancaster. Yeah, and this is quite interesting. Darwin's Kitchen. Quite a trendy, you know, very nice restaurant, bar, and it's on hiatus for the winter, which is quite telling. I think it's been like this for a good couple of months, and I think they hope to open at the end of February, which would be a big bonus, but obviously the uncertain times of recent, you know, the last 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, cause businesses to take these extreme measures. Hope to see him back though. With a vintage shop here. That has changed though, because it was Maggie May last time I walked down here. Yeah, and work going on at the site of the former Wisteria Lane. Maybe a business is going to be taking that on. Cromwell's, that's been here quite a while. Open. T-Star. My mum bought me my first pair of football boots there. Interesting. And we're back on St Mary Street, just opposite the Greggs, and we're going to make our way up Castle Street, and we did feature this on the 2021 video. I think there's been some changes there, or changes of names of businesses anyway. Shrewsbury Arc. I think the tanning shop was here last time. The site of the former Burger King, that's been unoccupied for about 4 years. And yeah, this wasn't occupied last time. There's a cafe there now. Day barbers. But the site of the former flower shop still unoccupied. New bar. And the site of the former furniture shop, still unoccupied for about 4 years now. So that was the third rate content. Look at the retail carnage in Shrewsbury Viz 2022. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching to the end. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if I don't see you soon, I'll see you 3 times as soon.